So, Margaret, I understand that you do a lot of teaching on diversity management, particularly around intergenerational issues. Can you tell us why that's so important today?
Well, we face today 4th generation at our workforce. So it's very important to understand those differences between those generations.
Can you give us an example, a concrete example of what that might look like in the workplace, how that would play out?
Well, we see at this moment still very many baby boom managers working and giving leadership to their companies. And in the same time, we see a lot of young people from the new generation have to act in that old culture of those baby boomers. Let's give me a practical example. Baby boomers like to discuss, like to meet each other and like to go for consensus. When, on the other hand, the young generation like to act, like to perform, and like to have immediate response on things.
So what kind of advice would you give to somebody like me, a baby boomer, in managing this new generation?
I'd like you to listen also to those young new generationalists and to talk with them what they think is important, to reach out to them and not to stay only with you, but also to act with them.
So how could I do that?
Well, to see what motivate them, to hear their stories and let them a certain freedom in how they act.
Mm-hmm. So don't you think it's just time for me to retire now?
I don't think so, because I also think that a new generation can learn from you as a baby boomer.
So what can I offer them?
You can offer them seniority, you can offer them your experiences, you can offer them also a new way of listening to them.
A new way of listening to them, what would that look like?
That would look like that you are able to teach them your approach and say, okay, I know that your approach is acting and acting, but what does that bring to you? Perhaps it's also interesting first to listen and then to act.
That's why I became a professor.